Dark. I'm Kirk. And let's get back to DeadWorld. This is episode 17, which is amazing to me. We have survived well. Here are the numbers. We're a little low in health. We've taken a little bit of a hit. We can get up to 95. We need to regain a little health. We've had some issues. Crows are so loud. That's what I was looking for. 29 days. We're almost a month. Fantastic. All right. We're not completely done up here, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and head out. We need to kind of get towards we're in Keeper's Path North, I think, right? Yeah. We need to get to the south. So grab these and put them in our thermos. Okay. How many thousands of torches do we not have? We don't have that many, so a couple won't kill us.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Alright, that's enough. Thank you, House. You did well. Let's hope we can survive the rest of the day. Okay. What is our fuel situation? We've got a little bit of coal and some sticks, but we don't want to get too much overweight. That just eats calories. We'll grab a couple of sticks here and there. And all the cattails we can find. What? This isn't possible. There's not supposed to be any wildlife. This is obviously a glitch. I don't know that there's much I can do about it other than to ignore it. I can't. The rabbits aren't supposed to be in here, so they are out of play. I can't do anything with them. I just gotta shake my head at the anomaly and move on. I was starting to wonder if I was in the right thing, but this is the only series I have that's in Keeper's Path at the moment. That's just strange. But it's not the only anomaly I've heard of. I've heard of others having similar deals with this. I know that one of my frequent commenters, Humble Tracker, has mentioned the ability to fish in one of his DeadWorld attempts. So we're gonna call it just we're just dealing with delusion. Our loneliness for the past 30 days is causing us to see things. If only we had a volleyball. Gotta watch getting cold. It's nice when we're in the windbreak, we're actually not that cold. I'll tell you what. I had hot coffee. Is it still hot or no? No, they're not lasting nearly as long since we got the thermos, which is fair. I mean, it's fair enough. Oh, of course, be full. Now where did it go? Drink the hot tea. Didn't mean for it to take, you know, like 20 minutes to do that. I mean, I like the thermos too, though, because it does actually work to keep the drinks warm longer. It's just that the regular teas don't last nearly as long, so you got to kind of drink them right away. I don't know that I'm going to keep this torch going. I do like the ambient rock sounds. Sounds like rocks are falling down. Here we go with the rabbits again. That's alright. I hope that's the only wildlife that is just happening to show up. Because I don't think there's any way to fix this. I mean, because, you know, I started with the custom code. It's not like I can go back in and change any settings. Because if I all of a sudden have to deal with a wolf or a bear or something, I'm not prepared for that. It's not like I'm carrying any kind of weapons or anything, I guess. Yeah, I have nothing. I guess I better pick up a rock just on the outside chance. I think I've got some flares. Yeah, I got 2 marine flares. I'm nervous now. That's twice now I saw rabbits. I'm hoping it's just a weird anomaly. I definitely don't want to meet up with any other wildlife. Easy enough to ignore a rabbit, but the one thing I do know is that in Keeper's Pass South, there are wolves. I don't believe there's wolves on this side. But once we get on the other side, there can be wolves on a regular run. There shouldn't be any wildlife on this run of any kind. Yeah, I know it's... Alright, does that just take me down to where I was? Or is this something worth investigating? No, just kind of comes full circle. Okay. Well, beyond being extremely baffled by the rabbits, curious to get to the other side here. Alright. Is this a cave system? Oh, beautiful. We're going to warm up. Thank you. Thank you, cave system, for being warm. You look icy, so I can't say warm and fuzzy. Rather smooth. Okay. Let's follow the right-hand rule. You can follow the left-hand rule, or whatever rule you want. But we're going to roam around and search. Because You never know when you're going to find some kind of an anomaly that you weren't expecting. Alright. Staying right. I'm not exactly in a big rush to get out of here. We are warming up. So this buys us time. Getting into the warmer part of the day. So maybe we won't have to drink any more teas. Backpack.
Best be prepared for anything.
Well, we'll take that. That might be future mega torches or more lamp fuel. Become a more... I kind of said that wrong. I'm very much become a bigger proponent of using the mega torches. I really do think they work well. No, we need to break that down. Can we process this? We can. Don't need... No, I don't know that we need to, but... It's nice to know that we can. Oh, this is our way out. Okay, I was going to say something... Okay. Let's turn this off. We are warmed up. Let's get a drink. You know what? Go ahead and eat that. We're hungry enough to need to eat. We'll save that for bedtime. Holster the lantern there. Okay, Keeper's Path South. Now, just because, and not that I think that I should need to, technically there should not be wildlife out. But I will keep the torch or the flare handy. In fact, let me... I know I got one rock. No, don't light it. So now I've got... Okay, I've got 3 rocks. We're not that cold. We're just barely cold. See some phone lines in the distance. See crows. Now the crows are normal. We like getting stuff to make tea. And we like dinner. Dinner's always good. How cold are we? Probably should start a fire. Can we get one down right here? Okay. I don't remember if we have... Yeah, we do have mag lens. I was trying to think if we did. Let's see if we can do it without the accelerant. We should keep the accelerant for the emergencies. But it's also helping me cycle through inventory. That's the thing about these recordings is I will do like 2 or 3 of them back to back and get myself a little bit of a buffer because I'm working on other things and stuff. And then
yeah. That's a good one.
Something will come up or whatever and I'll end up losing my buffer or getting back to it a week later than I anticipate, and I've got to watched the last few minutes of the video from the previous run. Just to kind of see what's going on. Yeah. I was just thinking how... I'm not sure I'm all that excited about the new animations here. So now we have a fire going. Let's go ahead and cook these. Ooh, 6 minutes. Wow. Alright, there was the appetizer. 38 minutes. Let's see if we can't... Can we get a gut? 30 minutes, that'll work. We have no need for feathers. I don't know why I'm even looking at them. I'm kind of thinking long term. I doubt we're staying here for very long. I mean, I don't want to. I mean, we're not here to camp for, you know, weeks and weeks. We're here. This is just a means to get to the next region. And I had talked about this in some of the earlier episodes about kind of wanting to get through to dead end areas. So dead ends to me are like Bleak Inlet, Desolation Point, HRV, things like that. We're still playing without a bedroll at this point, which is yet also still kind of fascinating that we've gone this far. Let's burn up some sticks. We can always pick up some sticks. I'm going to see if I can't get this hide. Let's hope the wind and the weather stay with us for just a little longer. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm up on the new animations. They're too jerky, and I know people can be a little squeamish about this stuff. The squeamish part doesn't bother me. I actually worked in a small grocery store in the butcher department, so dealing with raw meat and cutting it and all that stuff, that really gotten very numb to it. It doesn't bother me. But I know some people, it can really bother them. I know my like my wife and I, she prefers if I do it. She'd rather just, you know, like, here, you do this. She can do it, but she would just prefer I do it. Interesting. Well, let's see where this leads. We're warm. We have energy. Ooh. Well, if anything, there's some more rose hips up here. You sound like me. Okay, so this is just another way out, right? I think this is the same cave. Okay, yeah, alright. No worries. Although I do kind of see the weather changing. It's getting dark. It means it's going to get colder. Yeah, the wind's picking up big time. Now, I definitely want to exploit the area for as much in the way of resources as we can. So we may have to go sleep the night in the trailer that's over here. But I know there's more stuff that way. I know there's like a fishing hut and some other things. But I want to make sure I get all the cattails and all that stuff. So I think we have to climb up here somewhere along the way. I love that we're warm. What's going on over here? Oh, that's the way out. Sort of. Can't throw it down. Never really tried that. Anything good? Nope. Just holster that. Yeah, it looks like there's some stuff that way. There's a climbing path right there. There's some more rose hips. I'm liking finding all these rose hips because to me those are the perfect teas to be making along with the regular tea. And we save the reishi for getting sick from eating the bad food. Perfect. Darn, I was hoping for something good. Oh, you know what? There actually is something good back here. Cloth. We'll take the cloth. Good for repairs. We'll take that as well. That is also a potential cloth. Or a better hat. Don't remember what our hat situation is, so. Now, on the positive note, I have not heard of wolf howl. We've actually been here for a little while. Should have warmed up a tea in the fire. Didn't even think of it. And I think we'll be okay. We're just not going to sightsee anymore. Let's get to the trailer. If anything, we'll get to the trailer and warm up, and then we can poke our head out, maybe take a look at some of the cars and stuff in the parking lot. There's home sweet home. But this also will give us a little peek at what's down here. There's that fishing hut. I knew that was there. Hard to tell on the cattail front, but there is the possibility of cattails down there. There may be a possibility of falling in, too. I see one good cattail down there. Also see open water. That's going to have to be handled carefully.
Surrounded by snow and nothing to drink.
Oh, stop, Astrid. We have things to drink. Alright, let's go inside and warm up. Is this harvestable? It is harvestable. Good to know. Good to know. All right.
Looks like this has been here a while.
Yeah. I'm sure it has. I do not recall. I don't think we're carrying a toolbox, is what I was thinking. But I don't think we have the toolbox. I don't think we can repair the hacksaw without the toolbox. I think you have to have that. Yeah, you need some kind of tools. All right, so I'm going to keep the scrap. Not that we can't find scrap, but if for some reason we find some tools somewhere along the way. Nothing behind door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3. Nothing in the microwave. Ah. A book. Interesting. You can cut down that chair. We do have plenty of things to break down for fuel. That's good. Yeah, we could hack up that for... Great. This is wonderful. I love that there's a workbench over here, too. Okay. Before Astrid has a conniption, let's give her something to drink. What's up here? First aid kit. It looked very weird from the... from a distance. It was like, oh, that's an unusual looking item. All right, we've warmed up pretty good. Let's go back outside for a minute. Ooh, that's always welcome. Always in need of starting quick fires. Backseat action. Nope. Not today. More cloth. That's always nice. Oh, we should do this.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Yeah, we'll rest plenty soon enough. Take you, Mr. Stick. Cool. Can we do the barrel? Yeah. Pallets? Okay, there's plenty of wood here for a while. That's always nice. Nothing between the seats. Not like I'm gonna find anything good in there. But we're checking. Okay, that leads to the collapsed tunnel towards Milton. Outdoor cooking area. Let's go check these other cars. I mean, for all I know, tomorrow is Blizzard Day. You know, for 18 hours. So I was looking at the barrel thinking, do I need to make water? Am I going to be okay for a day? We're going to be tired very soon. Okay, nothing between the seats. Thought that was a wolf howl at first. It was the wind. Lots of cloth. getting no complaints. In fact, that might be a good idea to go back in the trailer. It's still a little bit daylight. Good excuse. Well, what I'm hoping for is that if it's at least a decent day, maybe it'll storm all night. We can go search over there. We can go look for whatever we need. You know, we're just trying to pick the place clean, but pass through. It's dark enough. I better get close to the bed here. I like that we're warm in here. That's helpful. Not going to have much time to repair much of anything. But if we can take advantage, like that would be a really good one to do. That we can drop. Yeah, it's like this becomes harvestable. Alright, let's see if we can repair this. It's possible. Right. It helps a little. Everything we can do to keep warmer. This might be a good one to do. I almost wonder if I should swap those. Like, use this for the outer shell. 30% rain. 40% rain. Actually, this one's pretty stout for the out. So maybe I'm wrong. I guess we'll leave that be. How's this doing? At least we have deer hides to, well, speaking of deer hides, I forgot. We should be curing the one I'm carrying in my back pocket. Those are all good. Okay. We are almost exhausted. What do we have for food? What are we eating? We got a lot of coffee. All right. Hey. You know what? If this doesn't make us sick, well, we're not that hungry. We're going to use this Aurora to our advantage here. I'm just going to... Let's see about fixing this coat here. We got a bunch of cloth and time to do so.
I'm so tired, I could lay down right here.
I know, Astrid. I don't mean to make you exhausted, but look at that. And I think that gave us, yeah, 0.3. All right. Eat this. This puts us down to cattails. All right. Sleep for 7. That's as far as we can go. And we get no multiplier. Yeah, see, the water thing is starting to get thin for me. Let's do 4 more hours. All right, take another drink. I'm going to set it for 2. I don't think we'll get 2. We could use another hour. But we are going to go for a walk. If we can. It sounds a bit windy out there, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything bad's happening. Alright. There. And there. And let's put you right here. How's that? There you go. Precariously balanced at the edge. Okay, very cold. We're gonna get cold quick, so. Let me see how far I can get up this way, see if there's anything worth looking at. I don't think we can get into that truck. There's a pathway over here. There might be some roasted over there, maybe? No, yes? No. We may not have a choice but to start a fire. Okay, so the... Alright. We're still cold. Alright, let's go back, warm back up. We'll have to go back over there and see what's going on. I don't think there's anything by the truck. There doesn't appear to be. I think it's sticking out of the tunnel.
Anything right now.
I know. Are you going to become a much nicer day? I see windy and cloudy. If we stay out of the wind, we're not as cold. Come on. All right.
Starting to feel numb.
I like that we're warming up tonight. Yeah, let's warm up just a bit here, and then we'll go outside. And if it's still really windy, I don't want to try to make it all the way to that fishing hut, because all we can do is start a fire in there, but we really can't. It's not like we can fish or do anything. So, okay, it's still cold. Can we start a fire with the magnets? We can. Let's use a stick. And try to be more conservative
Come on.
with the matches as this run carries on longer and longer. I'm already like, I don't want to say being overconfident, but it is kind of being overconfident in that it's like I'm trying to plan. Okay, so where do we go next? What's our game plan here? What do we do? And my first thought is that I need to go to someplace where we can get in and get out, where we're not going to have to worry about a sleeping bag. That's number one. It's a good time to do those plans. Isn't exactly a horse, but it is named after an animal. I'm not really sure if it tastes like what it's called, having never really partaken in that. Let's build up some water in case we get stuck here. We can't carry it out. Not a big deal. I doubt we'll be back through here for any particular reason, but it doesn't hurt to have an overabundance of water when you have to cook outside. And use a match or accelerant. So we were able to get a fire started with the maglins. We were able to sit out here and be comfy. And if the weather changes, then we can just boogie. We'll go down and go check out the bottom of the little creek there and try to get as many cattails as we can. Because I know it extends further on. I believe. I think we can walk away from the fire long enough to take a peek. I don't know. We can't see it from here. But I do believe once you go underneath there, I think it extends that way towards Pleasant Valley. So I think here's the short-term plan for while we're waiting for water to boil. I'm thinking about, because of no bedroll, we need to go to places where we know we can sleep. The one destination that makes the most sense at this point is Desolation Point. We can get into Pleasant Valley, hopefully get across there fairly quickly, but there are places for us to hunker down along the way to Cinder Hills Mine. There are lots of places for us to hunker down in Coastal Highway. There are places to hunker down when we get to Desolation Point. Desolation Point also puts us somewhere that is going to be very unique in the fact that it's like one of the best places I've seen. And I actually watched Zach today doing his episode of Stalker, where he found all kinds of crazy stuff. Now, granted, I'm on a much tighter loot table than what he's doing, but I've played Stalker with that, and it's crazy the stuff you get. So this would put us in an area where the weather changes quite a lot, just because of the game that we're playing. So the recycle of beachcombing would be phenomenal. So we might be able to set up shop in the Hibernia whale factory and explore the area, grab everything we can, and take part of, I mean, you know, like, let's see what we can gather up for supplies with beachcombing. Maybe we get something unique, something different, something we can't normally get because of the loot tables being so drawn down. Rabbit skins would be one that would be great to find. Repair the gloves. Another wolf carcass to build a coat would be amazing. Make more water. I'm gonna make it real heavy here. You know what? Keep it the same. I'll tell you what. Let's go in here. I wish you could move the chair. I don't necessarily want to break the chair, but I wish you could move the chair. I know if I was in my own kitchen and the chair was in the way, I would just move the chair. There we go. So I'm thinking Desolation Point will be the long-term goal. It, unfortunately, will take us a little bit of time to get there. I mean, if you take what has happened, what we've been doing, it's taken us a while to get from Blackrock at the abandoned mine, which we actually did not even go in the gold mine. Didn't even realize that gold mine's on the other side, where that rope climb I missed. Caught that on another video from somebody else. But it took us a while just to get from there to here, and it's like been 2 episodes. This is such a slow, methodical thing we have to do sometimes with the weather. And because you're trying to search for as much stuff as you can, it's not easy all the time. So I think the goal, the short-term goal is we loot the rest of this and then we go into Pleasant Valley. I'd like to go to Signal Hill. We haven't been that way yet that I'm aware of. We could go back into our handy-dandy notebook here and look. We started in Pleasant Valley. 3 strikes. Farmhouse. Here's the barn. Thompson's Crossing. Farmhouse basement. Hunter's Blind. Prepper's Cache. Yeah, so we have not been to Signal Hill. So we could head out of here. We're going to be really close to Signal Hill. Get up there. And then just, we can go through, what is it, Pensive Pond. And there's a fishing hut there. And there's a picnic area along that way. If the weather is somewhat decent. But even the fishing hut there at Pensive Pond is a place of refuge. And start a fire there. We can warm up. Places of refuge. There's lots of caves. When you leave Signal Hill, we could go towards the Hunter's Blind, which would lead to that cave that goes to Winding River. There, you could use that cave as a refuge. There's a cave over by the Hunter's Blind. A lot of times there's a deer there. So we get across, we go through Cinder Hill Mine. Go down to Quonset. We just set up a quick habitation there. Maybe lighten our load. Let's not take everything with us. See what we can leave behind. Maybe we have some hides with us or whatever. They can sit there. They can dry. Because we're going to have to come back through Coastal. So I don't want to loot Coastal. I just want to stop in one spot. And I think Quonset is the one of choice. Still got lots of time on this fire, so let's keep making water. So we go to Quonset, we drop stuff off, we lighten our load. Oop, wind's getting better. Time of day, getting in the evening, that's good. My fear is if I walk away, this is definitely not going to leave water when I get back. So let's see if we can speed this up and see how the weather holds.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Well, maybe. We still got a little bit of time on the fire. This will also create a save point there, which is also good. Okay, okay. You know what? Pick that one back up. Alright, so what are we carrying that we don't need to carry? Let's drop that. Drop that. Anything we cannot take with us would be helpful. Alright, we're wearing all of this stuff. Good lord, antibiotics to... Maybe I shouldn't be worried about the rag sheet. I've got antibiotics just bleeding out. Alright, let's leave this. Let's drop all but 2 of these. There, I want it to be light. Got a bazillion matches. Alright. We're coming back, so. But light is good. Alright, let's grab 2 torches. Alright, let's go. I think this is our best time of day. It's kind of like 1, 2 o'clock. Forgot this little thing was up here. Book. That's alright. Food?
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Oh. Well, I'm going to take it as a gift. It's an energy bar. An energy bar should not be on this setting. I'm going to go the way I should go. I don't want to risk it. Probably could goat down at some point. But I don't want to risk the sprain. We're moving pretty good right here. Wind is backing us up a little. Yeah, here comes the wind again. Oh, don't start being a blizzard. That's just not funny or fair. Okay. Pick up sticks because we may have to start a fire. And warm up some teas to get back. At least it's not that far back to the trailer. I mean, not realistically. We're in a pretty tight situation. Alright. I see some roses. We will take you. Yep, that's what I was thinking. I took that a little slower than I should have. I think if I hadn't had the little crampons on, that would have been disastrous. Alright, there's our campfire, so that's our cue to go out there. Alright, Astrid, I see you're hungry, so eat a cattail. I see one lone cattail down here. Alright, so maybe we can stay out of the wind a bit. Maybe. I'm thinking that would be bad news. I think that would be one we could not climb out from very easily. I think we'd have to use a stem, and we would have to find a place to hunker down, and we'd go through all our cattails. I think that would be a rough recovery for this run. All right, some more cattails over here. Let me go start a fire here in the fishing hut. Warm up, and then we can go over by the waterfall. Yeah, I'm working on the fire. I'm working on it. I'm thinking the same thing. Cloth is always good.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Light the fire. Go ahead and use this.
Right on.
I don't want to play around with reading the coloring book on how to do a fire. Right. Tell you what. Make water. for seeing all those things. What do we got? Anything good? Anything?
I'll take it.
Okay. Don't really need it, but you've already got a really good selection of head. Yeah. You know what? Let's just harvest it. As much as I hate... Oh, let's harvest that instead. We need to warm up a little bit.
All I can think about is food.
Alright, so drink this tea. That'll warm you up. Jiggle that tea. And let's eat a cattail. And let's go see how many more cattails and things we can find here. As we walk into the wind. Oh. Hello, friend. I can see why you didn't make it. You don't have anything. Okay, this just looks dangerous. Oh, good lord. Don't fall in the water, silly. Do not fall in the water. We were just having this discussion. I don't see any cattails. Now over there, I just don't know. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Where's Astrid's binoculars? That would be good. I don't know that we can stay... close enough to the edge here. Yeah. I'm sorry. Don't get mad, game. Don't get mad at me. Okay. The amount of cattails here has been not very good. I'm thinking we ought to just bug out. There really isn't anything to get excited about. Pick you up. Drink the tea. I wasn't sure what to expect, but this has been more teas than cattails, so I think we got a whole 2 when we're down here. The deer was our biggest meal this far. Right. Oh, no. Pick up the stick. We need to be prepared to build a fire should the need arise. Let's go check up here. I'm not sure where this leads, but we haven't climbed up here, so if anything, a lot of these climbing areas have rose hips, and if that's all I find, that's even, that is worth the time. If this is just a shortcut somewhere else, then That's okay too. Swap out torches here. Yeah, go ahead and use that one. That's fine. Maybe I ought to make a couple of mega torches and just call it good. Okay, that was a little quicker. I'll keep that in mind. The only other place we didn't check was that little spot by the tunnel. There was like a little path. And the wind is starting to pick up again. Let's see if we can't keep our torch going, but let's go down. Nope. Oh, I see one thing I do want. Well, for what it lacked in cattails, it has definitely made up for teas. I'm going to eat up some energy here. There's a birch sapling. Don't really need that. We're getting hungry. I feel you, Astrid. I feel you. I find this place to be a bit boring myself. Not a whole lot to get excited about. Let's get you back before you get any colder, any hungrier. Let's take one more look back here. I didn't really scour. Not that I think I'm gonna find gourmet meals or anything back there. All right, that is curing at least. Look at all this junk we left behind. All right. Water, water, water. Okay. There's no fast way to eat a bunch of cattails. This is about as speedy as I know how to do it. Okay. Let's take a 3-hour nap. Let's see if the weather gets any better. Because we can go at night. It's not a big deal. Alright. I'm going to get this out. Let's see what the weather looks like. It's not horrible, but it's not perfect. Yeah, it just went to 3 down, so. Alright. Holster that. Well, Let's just eat that. Remember? Wear your calories, don't carry your calories. That just will work. I thought that was much less percentage than it was. So, let's sleep a couple more hours. The wind sounds better. I wouldn't even be upset with an aurora at this point. Oh, I think the wind picked back up again. Come on, I saw it. Leave trailer. Yeah. Okay. Looks like we're gonna be here for a day or two. I hope not. I'm kidding. I'm hoping not. Alright. What can we dink around with for a few minutes here? Let's find our way over to the bed while we can see. And let's craft all these mushrooms and rose hips. Good lord. 5 servings. That was a lot of rose hips that we picked up. We have 6 bandages. We don't need any bandages. Still the middle of the night. What else can we work on? You know what? We talked about doing this, and if it's gonna let us do it in the pitch black, let's do it. I'm gonna say let's do one more. Is that my cue to wrap things up? I don't think so. I don't think we need to wrap things up. Alright, we'll harvest these torches here. Well, my opinion of Keeper's Pass is that it's an enigma. It didn't have as many cattails as I was anticipating, but it had rabbits, which that shouldn't be. And it had a lot of tea, so we got a lot of tea making material. Alright, let's get a drink. The wrong way here. We'll put it for 5. I doubt we're gonna sleep 5 hours. Tis morning, but it's gonna be very cold.
I
Out
need
here.
a horse.
Yeah.
I'm saying a lot because I love horses.
Well, should be like right here. Well, other than it being extremely cold, it's not bad out here. Tell you what, let's do this. Got a ton of matches. I was trying to be conservative with the matches, but torch. Use a stick. We will warm up some teas. We'll get the
Come on, little
thermos
fire.
emptied and we'll pick a tea to warm up. That'll take a few minutes. That'll help hopefully warm things up.
Perfect.
Put that up, please. And add that. And save the rest.
Thank goodness. Made it through another night.
Transfer. Boy, I did that too fast. Alright, I think we're still getting cold. Not as cold. And we'll make some more herbal tea. I think out of all the teas, it's the most expendable. And here comes the storm. Right on cue. Alright. Go back inside. Not that I need all of this, but see, now we're picking stuff up. How are we doing on water? Take one of those, please. Glad we made the extra water at this point. But let's do this. See if we can get the temperature of this fire up. And if not, we'll throw a coal in there. Let's make some more tea.
I can't feel my feet.
Yeah, I know, your feet are hard to feel. Alright, let's add a coal. I don't care if we're just even a little bit warm. Good, now we're a bunch warm. Come on, man. Alright, we're a little over an hour at this point. I was hoping to get out of here and get to Signal Hill, but it's going to be, at the minimum, at least a 15-minute excursion, so we're going to need to go here very soon. Make it a few teas. Just the one. We don't need any more. Put those in there.
I'm starving.
I'm gonna drink this tea. Alright, let's go inside real quick. We need you. We need you. How much our water situation? We're gonna take it. We're gonna be a little heavy, maybe. Okay. All right. I don't know how many of you guys are watching DUNN and his Can I Lope 10 days this way, that way. But he had a run that he carried past the 10 days called Burglar, where he could only enter a specific location one time, and he had to break in, and he was using rocks as his break-in thing. So anyway, it goes. I'll try to make sure and put a link in it to the series on the description. But he just lost this run due to the decision of, well, lack of decision, I guess. The decision to go get a bedroll, but it came from the lack of remembering to grab everything out of the building or out of the cave or wherever you're at. So I came to the revelation that I need to do like I do when I leave the house. I do keys, wallet, phone. I touch my pockets and make sure I can feel that I have my keys, my wallet, and my phone. And if I don't, then I need to go find those items. So the thing I thought of is that we want to do skillet, pot, bedroll. So we're getting ready to leave. I'm not worried about the water, all that stuff. Skillet, pot, bedroll. We don't own a bedroll, so but we got the skillet and the pot, and there we are. So, do we have something to cook? I saw stinky. I saw a stink line. Oh, I thought, do we have something to cook in here? All right. So I'm going to try to get in the habit of every time we leave a building to do skillet, pot, bedroll going forward. And see if that won't help me leave things behind. Because I'm just as guilty at it as he is in what he did. And it was the fact that he left. That's it? That's all we can do? Okay. That's fine. There's more spots. I guess it depends on what you've made. Alright, so in that light, let's drink another one of those. Gives us some calories. Alright, let's go. I don't think we can keep a torch, but
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
it probably blew out immediately. Alright. If you sit around and wait and wait and wait, you're never going to get anywhere. I mean, it's stupid to go out in the blizzard, but I think we should be able to make Signal Hill. Oh, there's more cattails down here. I knew there was another section over here. I am not going to go getting crazy about going through all this. It looks a bit dangerous. I don't want to get the hypothermia. But we'll grab those 2 cattails. We need the food. The wind has died down. That's good. Here, we need sticks. Anything? See, I don't see anything. Open you up. I'm thinking with the thermos full of teas, we can stay warm. I think there's one more car before we head out. Yeah, look at us move, baby. Look at us move. No wind. Or the winds at our back, which is such a rarity. Alright, let's have something exciting happen in a DeadWorld run. Let's get someplace in a day instead of taking 4 days. That would be amazing. I mean, I don't want to lose health over this. I'm not trying to be cavalier. I mean, I know when you're doing Interloper, sometimes you have to trade health for getting things done, but this place has had a lot of cloth, too. Okay. Once again, no action in the back seat. Hello, Pleasant Valley. There's where we're headed. Right where that radio tower is. If we need to stop and build a fire, we stop and build a fire. But I'm hoping we can just slam teas and stay warm. In fact, when we get to this car, we'll slam a tea.
Man, all I can think about is food.
Yeah, that will help with that too. Give you some calories. Also, speaking of food, I hear crows and I'm not paying any attention to it. What are you guys circling? Dead guy. Well, let's go check out the dead guy. Then we'll slam a tea. There's Karen. There's some rose hips over here too in this. Are you
Hope nobody
a
needs this
megatorch?
anymore.
You are. Empty. That tea is cold. We need a hot tea. Back to here. Drink said hot tea. Alright. Come on, Astrid, lift your legs. Nothing over there. I kind of forgot that the river kind of passed through here. And there might be a few cattails on this end.
I could eat a horse.
So maybe we can grab a few cattails too while we're going through here. As long as we can get out. It looks pretty lean. The long curve. Oop, I see one. I see one. We may have to stop and make a fire. I see 3 now. That's good news, bastard. That's like 15 minutes of energy for you. Alright, I see another cluster of them over here. We don't really want to go too far that way. That's not where we're headed. We're headed away. We kind of need to go that direction. But I see one cattail over here. And we want it. But we're getting cold.
Fingers feel numb.
We're not that thirsty. Did I drop that? I did, didn't I? Alright, and I don't see much for cattails down that way, so let's work our way to the tower. I'll tell you what, let's take a moment. Let's get another tea out. What? Put that in there. I know that dilutes it a little bit, but I'm getting there, Astrid. Hang on, hang on. Drink what you can. Alright. That'll hold us up for just a bit. Hey, it's the barn. We'll pick up sticks and we'll make a fire here. If we have to. I think we're going to have to, but I don't want to. I'm hoping we can just get up here to Signal Hill.
Jeez, this is cold.
Yeah, isn't it? Lucky for you, I brought warm tea. And Signal Hill will be our stopping point regardless. We won't loot it. We'll just use the save that we get when we go through the door. And then when we pick up our next chapter, it'll be, can we get across Pleasant Valley without dying and get into Cinder Hills Mine on our way to DP, Desolation Point. What'd be really cool is to see some good good loot out of the beachcombing. That would be really cool. I think we're gonna have to. Here, let's do this. Emergency fire time. Or maybe not. No.
This is so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
Yeah. We're already too late. Okay, we're in the windbreak. Just start this fire. Can we do it with the mag lens? There we go. Start the fire, start the fire, start the fire. Let's try not to lose any more health than we have to. Add a coal. Sticks. Okay. Drop the teas. All right, we are warming up. I'll check our stats when we get to Signal Hill. I'm hoping this will be an unfortunately long-winded fire that we're not going to use all of. Thank goodness for all the teas. How are we doing on water? Tell you what. Let's make a pan full of water. Hypothermia risk healed. Let's have a cattail. Now we got above 70 again. That was pretty good. I think we found more cattails on that short walk from the entrance to PV to here. Alright. Weather's changing.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I know. Drink. That'll help on the calorie front. Transfer. Move them all. Getting better at that. I just noticed that down at the bottom. Oh, weather took the fire from us. All right. Let's see if we can get to Signal Hill. That'll be the other thing about going through the coal mine. Just getting some more coal. Coal is so helpful in this run. Try not to use it until we have to, but like that right there, it was worth using. Oh, here we are. So much to PV I really don't know. Much as I do know the map, I don't know the map. There's just areas you don't go to. It's kind of like Ash Canyon. Ash Canyon is such a unique and vibrant map, and for the longest time all I knew was just how to get to the gold mine and in and out, and recently I've had to do some more discovery things, and there's just so many neat parts to that. Gonna have to play around with that idea of just kind of doing map discovery to figure out a way to do deal where the weather isn't so unbearable. In other words, we're going to play the game not because we're trying to play the game, but just essentially we're going to discover the map. I think that'd be a cool idea. Okay, so what are you guys squawking about? You're supposed to be the only animals I see. And you're probably dealing with the dead guy. Yeah. I can't see it. I don't want to go on an accidental goat. In fact, I don't even think we're going to goat down. I think we're going to go around towards that mountain there. There's some stuff we can do. Some caves to explore. Please be warm. Yay, we're warm. All right. Welcome to Signal Hill. Welcome to the end of the video. Thank you very much. I know we ran a little long. Usually try to keep these to an hour. Hour and a half's a little long, but I just was so very disappointed with Keeper's Pass from the cattail thing. I thought there'd be more cattails there, just from memory. And so being a little disappointed, I was like, you know what? We don't need to end this still stuck in Keeper's Pass. Keeper's Pass was meant to be a transfer map to a different location. Now, I'm not exactly wanting to hang out in Pleasant Valley, but Pleasant Valley is leading us to where we want to go. So long term, PV to Coastal Highway to Desolation Point. And then we loop backwards back to Coastal. Coastal then leads us to Ravine. Ravine leads us to Mystery Lake. Mystery Lake leads us to a branch point. Depending on at that point, God willing, we find a freaking bedroll somewhere along this freaking map. We find a bedroll, then we can go do HRV. We could go to Bleak Inlet. Well, Bleak Inlet we could do without bedroll. There's quite a few places to sleep, but HRV you kind of have to have one. I don't want to be making snow shelters every 5 minutes. But, you know, I kind of want to do some of these outlier ones. Like it would be neat to be able to go from Mystery Lake, kind of do that, then go to Milton, and then go to HRV and explore and do all that. And then head back through parts of Milton, like leave some of it undone, go down into the lower basin of Milton and loot that area, and go down into Forlorn Muskeg, and then kind of, you know, loop around and stuff. Do it in such a way that, you know, like we go through Muskeg into Bleak, do Bleak, come back out, do the other half, and into Broken Railroad. At that point, we've gotten as far as we can go. It kind of leads us to the last destination, and that would be the Far Territories. And to get there on DeadWorld would be amazing. But I mean, this is weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks in the making. So it's going to be interesting to even get to Coastal Highway. It'll be interesting just to get to Desolation Point. So high hopes, but not expecting to get any further than let's survive getting to Coastal Highway in our next episode. So until then, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and we will catch you on the next one.